very last. Alright, well, hello and welcome everybody to the Should Have Been a Cowboy podcast. I am here joined as always by Ohio Man, who is now officially Ohio Man. He is no longer Ohio Pog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which is nice. So that is actually changed now. But anyway, we're up to episode 15. Now, it's been a long time since the last time we've made a podcast, and I can explain. I just haven't felt like it.
Yep, pretty much.
We haven't really done anything.
That's
we just
right,
haven't
that's
really
right.
considered making a podcast.
We did not have any topics at the time, but, ladies and gentlemen, we have loads of topics. Welcome to the Should Have Been a Cowboy podcast, number 15.
Yep, there it is.
And today, for the first time ever in Should Have Been a Cowboy podcast history, this will be featured on both of our channels. That's right. This podcast will now be featured on the Ohio Man Gaming channel and Dale Wolfhart 14 channel. So, we've brought you a lot of topics here for today since we have been gone for a decent little bit. So,
since
Dale,
November, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's
to be specific.
Yeah, and it is now currently January 10th. A lot has changed.
So to start off, happy 10-day-old New Year.
Happy 10-year-old New Year. Happy Christmas. Happy when was it in November? Did we miss Thanksgiving too?
The 29th. Yes, it was after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving. So you lucked out on that one. We could have given you a happy Thanksgiving, but we already.
Well, we didn't.
Well, we probably didn't.
We also didn't do a Christmas stream. I think we
much.
considered it, but it just didn't really work. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to also explain.
Well, we went to do a video, but it went to
another part of the reason we haven't done a podcast in a while is because I have been inactive. I was on vacation at my dad's, and I spent most of my time actually interacting with my dad instead of recording videos.
Family time. Well, enough
so
of explaining ourselves. Today we have loads of topics for you today. So Dale, why don't we get started with the first topic? Start it off.
I was trying to segue, but okay, that works.
I like my segues better. I've
Your
never
segues suck
because
they interrupt
in my
topics.
entire life.
Segues suck because they always make the video shorter than it has to be. You're the reason why all of our podcasts have failed. Anyway. So, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Do or did you?
My New Year's resolution for 2022 is...
You don't have to talk like that.
Oh, I forgot. I already did my intro.
The intro's
we're gonna
done.
exit intro voice. So, yeah, my 2022 resolution is, as of 3 seconds ago, I just made it up. I'm buying a new gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that in particular?
I'm still deciding. I was thinking. I was researching. I was doing my research. Okay.
Oh, I don't do
For
that.
the price of under $1,000 is what my price point was. You laugh.
Okay.
But it's possible.
I laugh mostly because under $1,000 is like still a lot of money. Not that much for a gun.
Well, in terms of quality firearms, it's possible.
That's about
budget,
a good point.
A budget firearm, you know.
I'd call a budget firearm like sub $500, but you know.
Damn. Anyhow, so everyone knows at this point, it should be known that the M24 SWS is my favorite. Therefore, pretty much just a Remington 700. Remington 700 being
with the polymer stock and adjustable cheek pad and all that.
All the
fancy
shit.
Gen Z shit.
Yeah. Anyhow. You don't have to make me sound like a weirdo. Okay, anyhow.
Well, I'm a boomer. I like Woodstock, so...
I'm older
like
than you. Let it be known that I'm older than him.
Let it be known that you're mentally about 7 years younger.
Mentally, that's factual. So, I researched and I came up with... I like Remington 700, so pretty much... It's not a Remington 700, but it's... pretty much a Remington 700.
Action?
It's the same action, but it's not an actual Remington action, but it's the same thing. Bergara B14 HMR Wilderness.
Sounds more like sounds more like a fighter jet than a fucking.
Now, listen. Here's the deal. It's about 900 $60-some, I think. MSR.
Fuck you,
Er,
Alexa.
what is the word?
Can you speak?
MSRP?
MSRP. Manufacturer suggested retail price.
Anyhow, that it's about $965. I don't know. Just a little.
That's not
No, here's
terrible.
the deal. I love bolt actions. I'm a
Me
big
as well.
long range guy. But I got to thinking.
Not so much.
I live in Ohio, and there's like one range that is like 1,000 yards, and it's not even open to the public year round. So I was thinking, instead of buying a bolt action, something we already have. Yeah, it doesn't have a scope. It's a KA or 98K, but
It doesn't need a
it
scope.
doesn't need a scope. That's a wall that was made for without.
That's
a
an
scope.
infantry rifle.
Exactly. So I was thinking, why not get something we don't already have? So I got to some kind of AR-15. I don't know. I'm thinking, actually, I want an AR-10. I really want an AR-10 instead. But those
I am
get
absolutely
pricey.
not even slightly surprised.
Yeah,
there's no real budget AR-10s.
I know. And unfortunately, with that, if I want to get into long range, then I have to add another 1,000, because now I got to worry about optics.
Yeah.
And optics, my friends, are not cheap. No, no, no.
You can definitely find them on the more budget
You
side.
can,
I
and
mean,
it
like,
is
if you go to
possible.
like,
You can find stuff on Amazon.
Vortex.
Like,
Well, I wouldn't recommend.
I wouldn't recommend that.
You can.
But like, there's stuff on Amazon for pretty cheap that still works. It's still functioning. It's not. It doesn't have all the
It
high
just
tech
might not
stuff.
hold zero for very long.
Yeah, and I'm fine with, just shooting on the range, zeroing in my rifle for the millionth time in the week, because it can't
You
hold at
say that,
zero.
but you haven't. I don't think you've zeroed in a rifle two times.
I've done it once or twice. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
in all honesty, I really don't know what I'm getting anymore. And I turn 18 on the 2nd of February, so I mean, I'm getting there.
It's not too far away.
It's not too far away, and it's not like I have to buy it again right when I turn 18. But ideally, that's kind of been the whole, like, it's my birthday, I want to go to the store and buy something kind of deal, you know?
Oh yeah, of course.
And I would imagine that's how it is for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of in a rush, but at the same time, it's better not to be in a rush, because the longer I wait, the more money I have. So
Yeah. I went to a few gun shops while I was out in West Virginia. I went to Cabela's and I looked through my personal favorite place to look at guns. What is it, the Gun Museum?
the gun library.
The Gun Library,
Yes,
that's
sir,
what it is.
the gun
Because
library.
it's all old Woodstock boomer rifles, and I love them.
Well, it's not just that. It's pretty much anything used that has been sold to the store, actually.
But
But mostly,
there
yeah,
might
mostly,
be like one or
yeah,
two
most of the time,
AR-15s.
used stuff is usually
Most of
old
it is,
boomer people.
old hunting bolt actions, a few military surplus rifles. I saw some SKSs.
Oh my
But
god!
some of the highlight.
There were so many Mosin
like
Nagants
4 or
at
5
Cabela's.
I saw a
Oh
Mosin
my
at
God.
a local gun store. That
Last
was actually
year-
when I bought my Remington. That was one of the things in the running.
This-
Was a Mosin Nagant.
This was last year. An entire rack, like a shelf in the middle of the aisle, was filled up with Mosin Nagants in front of the gun library on both sides.
Oof.
I kid you not. All
Good lord.
Mosins. It was crazy. We didn't get one.
The one I saw
Should've, though.
sold. So,
Yeah. Yeah, no, there wasn't one. There was
but
a lot. But
one
anyhow,
of the things I did with that information was I went and I just I worked the actions on a bunch of different lever action rifles. There's one store, shout out to Hafer's in West Virginia. So I believe there's also one in Maryland. So it's
I wouldn't
it's
buy
a
anything
place
in
that
the
has
state of
two.
Maryland.
No, but if you want to, then then you can go there. But one of the advantages that they have is the fact that just about every brand new gun is like you can pick up. You don't have to
Yeah.
ask for it behind the counter. You can just walk up to a rack and pick it up and hold it.
I
Which is
don't know,
not
I've just always been
not
a-
very typical in.
I've always been an eyes
in
only
gun
guy.
stores.
I don't know. If it's
I
not
think it's just
mine,
because you know you
if it's
can't
not-
afford
no,
it, so you
if
don't
it's not
want
mine,
to
I don't like
ask
touching
them.
you know.
Well, the thing is that you're trying to make sure that you want it
I
to be
think I just
yours.
respect. I respect when it comes to firearms. Too
That's the
much.
point.
I have too much respect for it. You know, which is good.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, well, I guess only I know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, this store allows you to basically just pick up whatever you want. They have,
Which is
like,
awesome.
all the handguns are behind the counter, and all of the, like, used, mostly wood-stocked guns are behind the counter, presumably because they don't want people just dropping it or ruining the wood. But all of your, polymer shotguns, polymer bolt actions, 22s, AR-15s, all that is just free to pick up as you please.
Yeah.
And I tested a lot of shotgun actions, and I will say, none of them feel as good as the Remington 870. Even brand new polymer 870s still feel better than Mossbergs and Winchesters and just about everything else I found in the store. But when it comes to bolt actions, I'd say my favorite is the Winchester Model 70. That action felt really good, really smooth. Didn't get hung up anywhere.
That's another thing
it was
I
very
wanted to
nice
mention,
action.
is the action.
Remington 700 also has a very good action. A lot of the rest of them really aren't particularly standout. I saw a Springfield, I believe it was a Sporterized 1903. That one was fine. The Lee Enfield is not as good as I remember it. And, but the iron sights are still fantastic. If I were to get a iron sight bolt action, 100% Lee Enfield, no doubt. But that's kind of something I learned there. I also found a couple other shotguns and just, again, nothing felt quite as good, especially old Remingtons. That's pretty much the entire reason I got my 870 is I picked it up in the store and went, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I racked it once, I went, yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's another thing I wanted to mention is the action on that Bergara. I believe I was watching Military Arms Channel. I watched them do a review on it. And they said, everyone I watched, I think I watched Mr. Guns and Gear as well. They all said the action on the Bergara B14 was, oh, that's a diamond potential.
Which for the price
amazing.
point, I would expect it to be pretty clean.
Well, I mean, no.
Because
it's only, I mean, well, yeah, I guess.
One of the advantages of bolt actions is that you can find them pretty readily at around the $500 to $700 mark. Even brand new ones, but especially in the used market.
Yes, but to get the MOA
actions,
that it has and the all the other stuff. Like, look, anyone watching this, go look up Bergara B14 HMR. And you'll look at reviews and stuff, and it's for the price, it is amazing. It's amazing that it is that affordable for what it has. It really is.
See, I think you're kind of, I haven't really studied it much, but I'd say that for guns around $1,000, bang for your buck doesn't really exist anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'd say at that point you're getting exactly what you're paying for. And anything less than a very good rifle for that price point is pretty much unacceptable. In the 500, in your standard hunting rifle area of, again, $500 to $700, that's where bang for your buck is, especially even below that. If you can get good quality stuff for at or below that price point. But once you start getting above it, you should be getting a very good rifle, and it becomes kind of less spectacular that you're getting a good rifle because it's exactly what it should be. But
I guess that was
looking at it right
both of our
now
New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, I've been looking at getting a new gun. I've been looking at getting a lot of new guns. The first one I'm going to get is probably going to be the priority is a Stag 15 Retro.
Oh, okay.
Because I want an AR-15 for home defense. I personally find that to be the best firearm for home defense. I think 5.56 is a very effective round. It's also not terribly penetrative when it comes to walls.
Yeah.
It is also easy to manipulate. AR-15s are easy to use. They're very light recoiling. The only real issue is that they're really fucking loud.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not, but compared to my shotgun, it honestly is not. That difference is kind of negligible. But, so that's kind of the focus, is to get the best in my, what I want for home defense. Yeah. After that, I want to get, I want to get like a used Remington 700.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get, a SIG M18, which speaking of, I got.
You know what I want?
I
just remembered. The SIG one of the SIG treads. It was the 716, I believe, that new AR-10 platform one.
Let me take a look.
It's
I have a vague idea of what you're saying.
It's a 308, and
okay.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I love Sig Sauer, but I really don't think they have a whole lot to offer outside of their handguns. I do not like the look of most of their rifles.
Yeah, but they just got all those military contracts. Apparently somebody
likes them. But did they get any contracts for their rifle?
Yeah.
Or is
Three
it just...
different ones.
Oh, which ones?
I think they got, well, not a bullpup, but they got... Because I was talking about this today at lunch. I think they got a LMG and the new primary.
Oh yeah, they did get the LMG. I remember that.
They got a new primary too to replace the M4. It's like the cartridge is like a 6.5 something, I think.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Okay. But I don't like the look of their rifles are all very modern tactical, and that's just not really my style.
See, that's my style. See,
which is ironic.
Which is ironic because our favorite guns are like almost the same.
But then the guns that we like,
the guns that we actually
are a different story. Like our favorite guns, and then there's the guns that we like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just kind of a boomer. Oh, that was a female. Shit. Oopsies. But yeah, I don't like the tread rifles.
The tread rifles are okay. Ugly. I don't like the M-Lock. I'm a big full Picatinny guy.
I don't like M-Lock.
I want
Me too.
Full Picatinny all the way down to the muzzle. Okay. And
I basically just want M16A1, M16A2, M16A4. I want those.
Could have just said M16.
Or maybe M4. But I don't like most what I would call civilian style AR-15s, which are stuff that really hasn't seen. Although lately, from what I know, the military has been taking a more civilian tactical approach to AR-15s lately, anyway. But I just like, I like traditional D-ring, D-ring attached Picatinny, or even just plastic.
Yeah.
No real system. But that's, that's a personal taste. I know Garantham's been seeing an increased liking to the retro stuff, and that's my forte, but I understand why it's somewhat obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
And why people like the AR-15s that they do, but I have a huge liking for the old school.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the reason, SIG's rifles is kind of the reason why it's not, like, first for me.
I like that SIG Cross, though.
Isn't that the bolt action that's like, really, like...
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say a few things.
Okay.
That stock is whack.
Me and you like completely different things.
It's got an M-Lock handguard.
Okay, but it still looks cool.
I like the grips, though. I like SIG's grips on their AR-15s.
I like what looks cool. You like what looks, like, old. I don't know. Because what you like also looks good, but but
for a different reason.
Yours looks good, mine looks cool. How about that?
I think you're more focused on, like,
tactical stuff.
Usability, and I'm more focused on appearance. And I find that the more tactical something gets, the uglier it gets. So I generally prefer the
Maybe.
less functional things.
It's all down to personal preference. It really is.
It is, and there are plenty of tactical things that I do like. It's just
And there's
the market
well,
for it in
almost
my brain
all
is
of what
pretty
you like, I
small.
like. But
Yeah, it's just a
I
lot
just
of
like
what you
my
like I
stuff
don't.
more, you know.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, pretty much. I guess that was both of our New Year's resolutions, huh?
I guess I don't really have a New Year's
Yeah,
resolution.
I never do the New Year's
One of
resolutions. I just
one of the
now
things
I
I
can
had
buy a gun. Well, soon I can buy a gun. So now
yeah.
it's that's my New Year's resolution.
One of the things I had planned on doing this year, it's not necessarily a New Year's resolution, but it was in the plans since like before Christmas, was to get a job.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need one, but
No, you
I
need one.
want the cash.
You definitely need one. It's good.
Well, like I'm not like, oh yeah,
I know
no,
what you
like
mean.
I wanted one.
No,
but,
I know
like,
what you mean because I used
it
to say
wasn't
the same
I
thing.
wasn't like
But I'm
forced
glad I
to
have a
do it.
job now.
Oh no, I avidly wanted it. I'm just saying I didn't necessarily need it.
Yeah.
But I wanted the extra spending money. Yeah, I want the
All
money.
right, so
I want to be able to buy more guns. I want to be able to buy a RAM, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that like, cause pretty much my entire friend group has jobs, so they're able to just kind of spend money. And for me, it's like, oh, I can't buy pit vipers. Those are $120, and I only get 20 a week.
yeah.
Takes me like a month to save, or like 2 months to save up enough for pit vipers. But so what I went out today as I had planned to. I got back in Colorado on Thursday, the 6th, and I figured I would get a job on Monday. I figured I'd go out. I had been kind of debating what I wanted to get ever since the plan to work at a gun store had been kind of shot down.
Due to the fact of
no
your
pun
age.
intended.
Oh,
Due to the
I
fact
didn't
that
get
I'm
that until now.
17 and at the time 16. Yeah.
That's funny.
So I figured I would just so I kind of bounced around a few ideas, and I eventually landed on Grease Monkey. Now Murph used to work there, also part of the militia.
Mr. Nobody.
That was his first job, and he worked there for a few years. And I knew that it was a desperate company. I knew that they really needed workers, and so I figured, well, I could probably land a job just about immediately the instant I walk in the door and say I'm looking for work. So I guess I'll just kind of tell the story of it. I was on my way home. I took a different route because there was kind of heavy traffic in the area from school now that I get off of school at the regular time that everyone else gets off at, instead of like an hour early. So I just I took that route, and then my mom called me asking why I wasn't home because I had forgot to tell her that I have a normal schedule now, and that I'm going to be home an hour later. And I
You
was
forgot
like,
to
yeah,
tell
I'm
your
on my way.
mom you
I'm
have a
like,
job?
no. No. This was before that.
Wait, what?
So, I was literally just about to say something that probably would have completely negated that question. So when I was about to get off the phone with her, and I was like, yeah, I'm almost home. I'm like, oh yeah, but I need to head down to Grease Monkey to go ask for a job. And I was like, so I guess I'll be doing that now. So I rerouted, went over to Grease Monkey.
Is Grease Monkey the name of the shop?
Yes.
Okay. Is that like
That's
a
the name
chain?
of
Because
that.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. I think it's actually native to Colorado, if I remember
Never
correctly.
heard of it. I mean, I knew what Grease Monkey probably was. When you first told me, I didn't know.
Well, Grease Monkey is also a terminology for a mechanic.
That's why I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
But I also didn't.
Yeah, they have 300 locations, and they were founded in Denver.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what states they have it.
Not Ohio.
They currently have. Initially, Grease Monkey International has been a subsidiary. But basically, they're like an oil change place, and they do some other basic. Automotive service centers offering oil changes, preventative maintenance, and other car care services. So, basically I'm a mechanic. What can I say?
Yeah.
But I headed down to that Grease Monkey, and I was like, well, I'm gonna ask for an application. So I parked up. I walked in, and I probably waited like 10 minutes because there was 2 people in the waiting room. It's a very, very small shop, might add. Which, I mean, most places like that are small because most of the room that the building takes up is bays for cars.
Yeah.
But everyone was kind of working, so there wasn't really anybody, waiting as a receptionist or anything. People would just kind of walk in to check on the customers and all that stuff. So one of the guys walked in and went, "Hey, who's got the Subaru?" And I went, "The Subaru Outback." "Yeah." "Oh, that's me." And I was like, "Oh, I'm looking to get an application to work here." And he was like, "Oh, okay. I thought I missed somebody. I thought somebody was waiting in line too long and they parked up." And I'm like, "No, you're all good." So I got handed an application, looked at it, and went, "Holy shit. I don't know any of this stuff." I filled out whatever I could, and then somebody else walked in maybe 10, 15 minutes later and went, "Yeah, so, how's that application going?" I'm like, "Well, I got pretty much everything I can get, but this is my first time filling out an application, so I'm kind of new to this whole thing. I'm, still in high school." And he went, "Oh, okay." And then I pretty much got an interview on the spot.
Yeah.
We just went out to like this set of like 2 chairs and a fold-out table that was just like sitting out there.
Yeah.
And just kind of started talking.
Okay.
I basically got hired on the spot too.
Oh yeah.
They were like, "Well, you can work here, so you're hired."
Gotcha.
Oh.
So. Okay.
So I shook his hand and went home and went, "All right," and he was like, "All right, I have a job."
Honey, I'm home.
The wage is $13 an hour, which is pretty good. It's not the best in the area,
Pretty
but
fucking high considering mine. I started out at 870.
Well, McDonald's is offering like $15.
I need to work
so.
at Walmart okay, not
You need
Walmart.
to-
Jesus,
you need to
I
work
need to
in
work
Colorado.
I need to work at McDonald's. I don't know why Walmart came out of my mouth though. That was weird. I don't ever want to work at Walmart.
No.
It's
No.
the last place I want to be.
Walmart. My opinion of Walmart has been going up lately, mostly because of the fact that they sell firearms, hunting supplies.
The
Like,
one in
Target's
my
kind of
area
liberal.
does not.
Well, some of the ones in my area don't.
I miss Kmart.
Target's just kind of liberal. Kmart sucks ass.
Kmart
though.
was the shit, dude. That's where my dad bought his 870, bro.
Was. Yeah, in like 1985.
It was 95.
So,
But, yeah.
but one of the things I discussed with Murph before I got the job, I was like, "So, does being a mechanic count as a Carhartable offense?" Because I had discussed with him that I don't want Carhartt if I don't do Carhartt things. But now that I have a job that requires manual labor, I figured that would be justifiable to get Carhartt.
I buy
So I
fucking
have to get some
anyway.
Carhartt. Yeah, but I just don't want to be a poser.
I wear cowboy boots and cowboy hat and a belt buckle that says yee yee. Poser? Yeah,
I wish I had that belt
I'm
buckle.
the definition of poser.
But there are people in cowboy hats and cowboy boots that are a lot more poser than you are.
That's fair. At least I don't wear those fucking Bass Pro Shop hats. It's because I'm a real man.
I did get a Bass
have
Pro
Cabela's
Shops
hat. Let's
shirt,
go.
hat. I did get a Bass Pro Shops
Speaking
shirt, but
of
that's mostly because it has Black Rifle on the back.
Speaking of let's go, I think it's about time to segue into our
Why?
next...
Let me. No,
Ah,
no,
that's
it's
a
not.
perfect segue.
It's not though, because you're just interrupting a topic. We're
Damn
only
it.
like 30 minutes in.
I know, but we have so many topics here for you today, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to get a Carhartt jacket, but the motherfuckers are like $100, and that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking.
I do need to get some black pants for work though, because
You know what
that's
you
the
do
kind of
need?
stuff that requires, and I just have jeans.
Is some more pit vipers.
I just got a new pair actually, and that's again you trying to segue.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, did you tell me about that?
Probably. Yeah.
It was probably really quick. It was a quickie. I didn't hear it.
Excuse me?
That's right.
So,
Sex jokes.
anyway, I guess that leads us to Christmas gifts. What did your dumbass get for Jesus' birthday?
I got happy birthday, Jesus. He's 2022 years old now.
2022. Yes, there you go.
Shit.
Attaboy. I also don't think that's technically how
let's
it
see, I
works,
got a
but I
flannel.
don't really know.
I got
Me too.
another flannel. I
only got
got another flannel.
God damn.
I got a flannel, but this time the flannel was pants. They're like pajama pants.
What?
I got another flannel. But this time it was a jacket. It was like a flannel jacket with like a built-in hoodie. It was like a built-in jacket.
Oh, I have one of those. I wear one of those like every day.
Yeah. I got I think that's all the flannels. Unless I got another flannel shirt, but I'm pretty sure I covered all the flannels. I got some candy. Shitty candy that I ate in like 2 seconds.
That's really nice.
It never lasts. I didn't even
No.
eat half of it. I actually still have most of it. Most of it's chocolate, and I honestly.
Fuck! I left a bunch of candy in West Virginia.
I
I
have
just
not.
realized I didn't even eat my whole stocking.
I don't eat that much chocolate anymore.
Me neither.
But anyhow,
to be honest.
I also got. I'm trying to think. Because my dad got me this little shitty, like. At Cabela's, they have those little tiny things that you find on the shelves, like a tiny knife and a tiny little flashlight. Got me that, knowing full well that I had, like, weeks before, bought a new Gerber '06 auto knife.
And have full-size versions of both.
And
that are much more useful.
yeah, and he even has his own. Like, we both have the same knife. Mine is much newer though, cause his doesn't have the new logo and the new thing on the back where it says Portland, Oregon, or whatever. But he doesn't have any of that. What else did I get? I got. If there's more, I'll remember it.
Well, I'll go over what I got then, because I have that all.
But I'll probably
written
remember
down,
it
but I
tomorrow
remember
after
most
we're
of it.
done. So.
Right. So I also got a flannel. I got a black flannel.
Oh, black.
I got a Harper's Ferry Armory shirt, which is a gun shop local to my dad's.
In West Virginia, they'll just shot an animal. Murder.
I've just missed like. Oh no, I actually got that turkey. Never mind.
Anyhow.
I saw 2 though.
What did you get, Dale?
Yeah. So I got another shirt. I got a regular flag shirt, just a black shirt with a white flag.
Okay.
Let's see here. I also got a knife.
Ah.
I got a different kind of knife. I got a hunting knife.
Okay.
It's pretty nice looking.
It's a fixed blade, right?
Decent knife. Yeah, it's a fixed blade.
Okay. Does it come with a what's the word? Sheath?
Sheath.
Sheath.
Yeah, it came with a sheath. The only issue is that the sheath is absolute dog shit. And has almost entirely fallen apart at this point. I don't think it's.
Is it an old
like
knife? Is it a used knife?
No.
Oh.
No, it
How
came
is
in
it
a
already
new box.
torn apart then?
It just is a shitty sheath. It didn't.
Poor quality.
It didn't hold up very well. Yeah.
See, I don't buy poor quality
It's
stuff.
literally hanging on by like a handful of threads.
Yeah. That's not
It's
good.
got like a stiff.
Wouldn't trust that.
It's got like a stiff, like kind of cardboardish type piece, and then it's got just like a thin layer of leather, or kind of like faux leather. That's just the stiff piece crumbled, and the thin leather's tearing itself apart.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna have to get a new sheath. I went to Cabela's though, and I didn't see any standalone sheaths.
Really?
It's all just knives with other sheaths. Not a single sheath on its own.
Yeah, because they match the knives. So that works.
So, I mean, I'll
You're gonna have to get one on
I'll
like Amazon.
probably find one eventually, but
Blade HQ might have that. That's where I got my knife.
maybe. But it was kind of neat though for a few days to open carry a knife.
Yeah.
I felt more truly country open carrying a knife.
Yeah,
I will say.
I carry a knife every day, so I mean, it's just kind of normal life for me at this point.
I shot a turkey square in the head with a .303 British because it was just sitting right in front of me.
Awesome. All right.
It was a male. Oh shit, that was a gold, I think.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Speaking.
That was a 430. It's almost 460. That is.
Speaking of let's go, I think it's time for some let's go, Brandon.
Stop!
Damn it,
Stop!
dude! Dale, just go to the next topic. We're done. We're done.
No,
You stop talking.
we're not.
You stop.
We've talked about like 3 things.
What are we still talking about?
We're talking about Christmas gifts, you blithering fucking moron.
Oh.
God damn. Can't have shit in Detroit.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
Anyway.
You're right, Dale. You can't have shit in Detroit. That's why we are not in Detroit.
So, exactly. So, I also got a new belt buckle.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
I got a Thin Blue Line belt buckle. I got some Real Tree pajama pants that I have not worn because I wear jeans to bed like an alpha male.
Alpha male. That's right. Same here. Alpha males.
Wait, you're weird too? That's kind of funny.
No,
actually.
I dead ass wear jeans like almost every night to bed. I'm not even kidding. My mom, we went to our Christmas party, for my whole entire family because we didn't get to have it. So we just finally did it. We went out to Youngstown, and I kid you not, my mom was like, "Oh, well, we're gonna go wear our pajama pants," and we did. But I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna wear my jeans then," because the night before I had slept in my jeans, and the night before, and the night before, and the week before, and I had the same pair of jeans on for like 3 days. So.
Yeah, I've been there. I've definitely done that a time or two.
Yeah, I wore my favorite jeans like 5 days in a row.
I got a new pair of jeans too. I got a new pair of Wranglers, and I'm actually very happy
My
with.
Wranglers are my favorite.
Wranglers just are the best, though.
Yes, they are. They fit so comfortably. Oh my god.
They're comfortable.
They're
they
so
look
nice.
good.
They look so good.
Their cargo stuff is very quality too. Their cargo jeans,
like
their
3
cargo
pairs
pants and
of
cargo
Wranglers,
jeans are
I don't know
really
why.
good.
I don't
cargo.
have more. I have
Um,
most of my jeans are like Levi and shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I have 1 pair of Levi's and 4 pairs of Wranglers.
Oh, you. Dude, I have like 50 pairs of jeans, and I kid you not, that's not even an exaggeration.
I used to have more, but I grew out of them, and then for the last year I actually grew. I had, I got Wrangler cargos, and then I realized, oh shit, I actually have boots now. I need jeans, so I bought jeans. Anyway, I also got beer soaps. Not beer scented soaps, beer branded soaps. Busch, Budweiser, and also, what is it? Buffalo Truce? Something or other. It's a whiskey.
Whiskey River? I was thinking about this today. No. Willie Nelson should have made a whiskey brand called Whiskey River.
Are you saying he didn't?
Did he not? I don't know. I don't drink alcohol. I wouldn't know.
I don't know either. I do know that a lot of metal bands have whiskeys.
I was also thinking there should be a band, like a music band called the Rubber Bands, but then I looked it up and there already was, so I was kind of mad.
That's not surprising at all.
I was like, that would have been funny, but it was already taken.
But they're not actually beer scented, because to be fair, like, who would want to smell like a DUI? You know what I mean?
Thanks, bro.
So the scents are like cedarwood.
Alcohol on you.
Oh, that's just my soap. What?
Oh, that's my soap, sir.
Do you wash yourself with beer? Not technically.
No. Yes, but also no.
So they're like, I think it's oak barrel, cedarwood, and a different type is another wood, and I'm forgetting.
Pine.
No.
Oak.
Anyway.
Maple.
No.
Red maple.
It's something like cedarwood.
White oak.
It's no.
Walnut.
No, it ends in wood.
Yellow wood.
It's a blank wood.
The yellow wood.
Is that only found in China?
That's only found at Talladega.
Redwood, the fucking cigarette brand in GTA.
Yeah.
So yeah, something like cedarwood. It's like Fucking bitchwood. I don't know. Sandalwood.
Birchwood, sandalwood. That's what I was saying.
Sandalwood. You didn't say that at all.
Anyhow.
I got a new pair of pit vipers, as I previously mentioned.
Yeah.
I finally got the Americas.
Ah, the Americas. I have the Absolute Freedoms, but they're pretty much the same thing. The Americas have the white nose piece, and the Absolute Freedoms have the black ones.
Which I prefer the black nose piece, but that's what they got, so I can't be upset about it. I'm still
well, the
happy with it.
Americas are the 2000s, right?
The Americas are the 2000s.
2000s are way
They're
better.
polarized.
Let me tell you right now. Well, you have polarized 2000s. The regular 2000s, the ones that aren't polarized, but they have the Z87, and they are.
Mine do too.
They have the
Both
side.
of mine do.
They have the side thingies.
Actually.
Though. Mine have the side thingies.
The side thingies? What the fuck does that mean?
The things on the sides.
The little like wraparound lens?
Yes.
Kinda. Oh yeah, my
that's
big
what I
buck hunters
wanted.
do, but the Americas don't.
That's because the polarized ones don't have it. And that's why I didn't get any
Yeah.
polarized ones. As much as I would have liked to
Uh-huh.
have polarized. But then I realized over time, the polarized lenses really don't make that much difference. It's really just the
No.
amount of light transmission that you get. Because I had the boom slings. The boom slings on the entire website have the least amount of light transition. And that's why those ones are so dark.
Huh.
Not because they're polarized, because they have, I think it's 7% light transmission. That's the least amount on their entire website. That's why I got them. And because they're green, and green is my favorite color, but
That's fair.
it's kind of worked out like that.
But I'd wanted these from the start, but I just never had the money to. The big buck hunters were only like $70, so I got them first.
Yeah.
But the big thing with the originals and like the one you got, the Absolute Freedom, those can also be in double wide. That's the main difference between like the 2000s and the originals, is the fact that you can get the originals in double wides, but not the 2000s. Both can be Z87.
Yeah.
So I finally got those. I'm very happy with them, I will say.
Yeah.
I actually haven't worn my big bucks in a minute, but I will. Again, I'm sure. But probably did I get anything else that's not as impressive before I cover the big kahuna?
Kahuna.
I also got a Constitution that I don't have room for. So it's just sitting rolled up in the tube. Because there's nowhere on my wall that I can put it at the moment. Because it's a fat Constitution. It's a big boy.
No, I mean it
I don't
is
have any room for it.
a very important one.
Yes.
So you better make room for it, boy.
Yeah, right. So the big kahuna,
Kahunas?
Krakatawa, the big boy is a Colt 1851.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yes. For those unaware, it is a black powder revolver.
Super cool.
Which means that it's basically just a muzzle loader, but you have 6 of them, and it's also kind of small. But actually, for a
Accuracy
handgun,
is
it's a
probably
big.
about as good as a stormtrooper, but
Honestly, no, not at that point. They
is it
by
rifle?
then they had the technology. Yeah, it is rifle.
Okay. Well, there
The
you go.
technology in firearms to that point, they were actually pretty accurate even for muzzle loaders. But I have just about everything here. I also got a box that my dad custom made for all of the stuff. So I have like a smaller box with all of the 36 caliber balls, and I have another small box with the percussion caps.
Now, my
and the
big
wads.
question is, have you shot it yet?
No. When I went to my grandpa's, we didn't have percussion caps.
Imagine.
Well, apparently
this
number
is
11
what I
and number
can't
10
listen.
percussion caps are actually pretty hard to find. My grandpa just happened to have one lying around that we didn't see until the second time I went there, which I didn't have the gun with me that time because we didn't have anything to shoot it with. And it was also like 9 by the time we saw it anyway.
You found
so it wouldn't really make a
one.
difference.
You found one percussion
One
cap.
box. No. one tin of percussion caps. It's like 100 percussion
I was gonna
caps.
say, I'm like,
Although
wow,
I
you
can't
just
say that it's
found
actually
one?
100 because I don't know. Well, if we only found one, we wouldn't even know
Why do you
that
just
it's.
have those lying around? That's kind of a strange thing to have. Even for people with guns,
it's-
like, it's just gonna... Well, I guess if he has them. Oh, yeah, never mind. Because I don't have those. I don't have black powder stuff, so...
No, he has just about one of everything.
Okay.
That man has like 75 guns that I counted.
Okay.
That I could find.
Just about Demolition Ranch style, yeah.
Yeah, like he's got a lot of fucking guns, and he does have a few black powder rifles as well. But he happened to have some Remington number 11 percussion caps sitting in a box in the barn. Or actually, it's not really. I guess it's kind of a barn, but it's also no, it wasn't a box. It was like a cabinet. Anyway,
Yeah.
we got those, so I have all that. I'm just waiting for my dad to ship the gun over. He didn't. I mean, he probably could have put it with my.
Didn't take it with you?
Fucking. No, I thought he would, but I guess he wanted to ship it out instead of.
What do you mean he did? Isn't it yours?
My dad did. Well, yeah, but he's the adult.
Okay, and
He's the one who calls the shots. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal.
okay.
So it should be here in the next few days. I think I just asked when he was going to get it here. He said it will be in the mail tomorrow. He was supposed to ship it out on Friday, but he's my dad, so he did not do that.
Gotcha. Yeah,
so it should be here in the next few days.
Sorry about your son here. We know he's quite the big disappointment.
Oh, he doesn't know. Unless he does. Sometimes I think he does.
I don't even want to talk about that right now. That's just beyond. That's a whole new episode. Anyhow.
Is it though?
It really is.
So, but yeah, I got a fucking Colt 1851 Navy for Christmas.
Nice.
And it's goddamn awesome.
I only want you for Christmas, baby.
I will probably shoot it either this weekend, maybe the weekend after that. It really depends on when I can get out there to shoot, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But it will happen at the next available opportunity.
Is that all you got for Christmas?
I think so. I went to Cabela's a few days later. I got a shut up.
I'm excited for this topic.
But what are we gonna do with it?
I don't know, but I'm
just gonna
I'm
say
so
it, and that's gonna be the end of it. Like, there's nothing to go on
Can I
about.
say the thing?
Yes, you can say the thing.
Let's go! LGB Coins sponsoring Brandon Brown in NASCAR Xfinity Series. Yes! I'm so pumped.
Yeah, that was something I didn't even have down, but actually
You didn't even know that? Oh my god, dude! I'm so pumped.
No, I knew it. I didn't have it on.
I didn't have it on the topics list. There's so much drama. So what had happened was,
what happened?
well, at least what I'm pretty sure happened. Nobody quote me on this. From what I know, what had happened is GMS Motorsports, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. GMS.
No.
No. What is it?
It's Brandon Built Motorsports, like
BMS.
or
BMS.
yeah, something like that.
Why did I say?
I know it's Brandon Built Motorsports.
Oh, is it because of Brandon?
I think you're thinking of, yeah. I think you're thinking of like whatever like Brennan Gaughan is on or something. I don't know. Anyway.
You know what? I know what I'm thinking of. BMS. Brandon Built Motorsports, correct? Yes.
So yeah.
Okay.
Much all check right now.
Check right now.
Well,
let me get the whole let me get the whole thing going. Wow, you take forever. What racing team is Brandon Brown on?
Yeah, BMS.
Brandon Built Motorsports.
BMS, Brandon Built Motorsports.
Chevrolet.
BMS.
So, BMS jumped the gun a little bit on the announcement, and apparently they knew I think they were told that they got approved, but it wasn't official.
And then NASCAR was like, well...
But they backtracked on it, but NASCAR backtracked on it because they're a bunch of freaking liberals now, apparently. And
yeah,
I don't know what
what
has happened to NASCAR. I don't think they know their fan base.
I know exactly what's happened to NASCAR.
I don't think NASCAR.
And that is exactly correct.
I don't think NASCAR knows their fan base. at all.
Here's the
And I
thing.
think that's their issue
NASCAR
right now.
got really popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. At that time, it was actually like the TV ratings were competing with football. All right. So it had a pretty wide audience, but it's still the majority of its audience was still, Southerners.
Exactly.
However, when the interest in the sport naturally waned, because it was kind of a trend. It wasn't really like, it wasn't like football. It was just a fad. It was always popular, but its extreme popularity was a fad. So NASCAR though got kind of confused and was like, well, why the fuck why are our ratings going down? What happened? And what had happened was that it's naturally just going down. But they freaked the fuck out and started making a bunch of changes to the sport in the name
that
of
nobody
trying
likes.
to catch the average fan.
Changes that nobody
But pretty
liked.
much all of those changes didn't really work for the core fan base that was actually going to stick around
What it's doing
after
is
the popularity had naturally waned.
it's bringing it's actually losing people, because while trying to bring back that fan base that
that
doesn't
wasn't
even
going
like
to come back
NASCAR
anyway.
to begin with, that's never going to come
No.
back. They're pissing off the current fan base, and now they're losing their current fan base, which is the people who would come back if they fix it. So
And then the
what
last
they
like
need to
5
do
or
is
10
fix it.
years, the big thing was that NASCAR has started kind of a liberal renaissance,
I don't know why.
trying to appeal to because they're the vocal, even if they're probably a vocal minority, but the people who are going to say things, because NASCAR wants to appeal to the new generation. What's the easiest way to appeal to the new generation? Be a fucking liberal.
Yeah. And
So
let's be honest, there's one black guy in NASCAR. And I'm not shitting on Bubba Wallace. He's a great driver. But like, we're not trying to like reel in, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
NASCAR's core fan base is
It's
on
white
the opposite
people.
side of the spectrum as the people it's
It
trying
is
to.
white people.
Yeah, NASCAR's core fan base is white Southerners.
You're-
That's
you're
the people it should be
pissing off.
trying to
You're
appeal
pissing
to.
off the white people. Not because they're
NASCAR
racist.
just needs to
'cause
realize
they're
that it's not
saying
football.
things that aren't smart. You know. I don't
Yeah,
even know
NASCAR
what
needs to
I'm saying.
realize that it's not football. It might have been trying to be football at one point, but it isn't football. And when it realizes that, it's really far too gone at this point.
Yeah.
But it should have realized that at some point it would have been able to save itself. And then NASCAR banned the Confederate flag.
That was a whoopsie on their end.
Yeah.
Is
that-
censorship.
I don't think that went very well.
Censorship on any company is.
I believe
is a
they
no-no.
actually banned firearm sponsors, although it's not terribly regulated.
I
but
don't
they,
think
they
they
did
did.
make
Isn't
that. They did make an
Christensen-
official statement.
Isn't Christensen?
Well, Henry's sponsored races and cars, but that's in the Xfinity series. Actually, no, they did do something in the Cup series.
I swear Christensen Arms was in Cup somewhere. Unless this was super
I'm pretty
recent.
sure that's Xfinity. But I don't know. It's just
I don't know. It's pissing me off. But
NASCAR
anyhow, I
has
love
made a
the
bunch of big
scheme.
oopsies.
I love the LGB coin
Yeah.
scheme. It's amazing.
Which,
I love.
for reference, stands for Let's Go Brandon coin, not lesbian gay bi coin.
Nobody thought that.
Every time I saw LG, because when I hear LGB,
Nobody.
I think LGBT,
No, I do not.
and it confuses me.
I think Let's Go Brandon, and then I think FJB.
Yeah, because
No.
FJB I actually hear as an acronym, but Let's Go Brandon I don't hear as much as I don't hear as an acronym as much as I hear
I only hear Let's Go Brandon now.
sentence.
Anyhow,
So
love the scheme. I'm super pumped for this next Xfinity series. Season. Yes. Unfortunately, they're not
I'm
going to
very-
Mid-Ohio though, because the Gander series is going there. But it is what it is.
yeah, I don't know.
I guess I
think,
might go to
but
that.
I'm very happy that Brandon has decided to.
I was
Kinda-
actually feeling bad for him because they said he wasn't finding any sponsors, and I'm like, this isn't his fault. He didn't start this. Okay, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that
he's
stupid
the-
reporter
he's
pretty much
the-
ruined his career. And then I saw this, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best news. Like, this is kind of what I wanted. I want somebody, like, patriotic to, like, sponsor him, say, screw you all to all the other sponsors that didn't get him. And I'm ready for Brandon Brown to do a great season. That's what I'm ready for him to do.
Because I knew
I'm
he
ready
was
for
gonna.
great racing.
The only thing he could have done at that point was just go all in. Because I think if he wants to make it anywhere in NASCAR,
Yeah.
he can't sidestep away from the "Let's Go Brandon" thing.
That's his thing.
Fuck
now.
Joe Biden is inherently extremely well liked by the
by the
actual
NASCAR
hardcore
fan
NASCAR
base.
community.
Exactly, and NASCAR's really pushing buttons and pushing my buttons
Now
too.
it makes sense. They're
No, yeah, it is a
unfortunately,
derogatory
they're a
thing
well-known
towards-
company.
Yeah.
Almost every well-known company will prioritize money over literally anything else. And where does the money come from? Regular people.
Yeah.
So they really try to sidestep things, but most legitimate NASCAR fans are upset at just about everything they try to sidestep. Like when Dale Jr. in, I believe it was 2004, won a race at Talladega.
Mm-hmm.
And the reporter asked him how he feels, and he just said, well, it don't mean shit right now, because, my daddy's won like 7 of these,
Yeah.
And he got fined for it.
Really?
He got fined for saying, well, it doesn't really mean shit. He mostly did the shit part. Which, fortunately, they've stopped kind of doing that.
No, they haven't.
They
Kyle
find a
Busch
lot of
got
drivers.
sensitivity training for saying. I don't know if I can even say it on Twitch.
Well,
I don't want to get
the things that Kyle Busch says, for the most part, I don't really like Kyle Busch, but I will give him full credit for the fact that he says exactly what he's thinking, and it's very good. He's very good for the sport, even if I don't really care for him as a person or a driver.
Yeah. It's that rivalry stuff. That's the reason. I mean, he's a good driver.
Oh, he's a very good driver.
Yeah, he's really good.
I might hate him, but he is one of the best of all time.
I think I hate the logo on the front of his car.
I don't think the logo is very relevant now that he's not Eminem. Oh,
no,
yeah,
not
I see what you
Eminem.
mean,
It's
never mind.
Toyota.
Yeah.
I love M&M's. Are you fucking serious? Don't you?
Oh, man.
God, I feel sorry for anyone who thought that I was talking about M&M's. Fucking.
Anyway, yeah, Kyle Busch has always kind of been a jackass, too.
Did I say the word that I wasn't going to say? Said it anyway, I think.
You might have.
I think I might have. Well, that's
But,
what Kyle Busch said while talking about Kyle Busch.
But that's different, and most of what he says is stuff like when the COT came about, and he was like, well, I fucking hate these cars.
Yeah.
And NASCAR was like, well, fuck you then, and slapped a fine on his ass.
See, but nobody likes I liked what I thought. I
actually
don't
quite like the
understand
original COTs.
I don't know what NASCAR is trying to do. They were trying to drop down the horsepower. And did you hear anything about this? They finally went and got a better horsepower package. But they were trying to drop the horsepower. It's like people want to see racing, not just like lines of cars. We want to see like
NASCAR has always been. Well, here's the thing: pack racing is the only reason that I'm gonna go out and say that the only reason Talladega and Daytona are actually entertaining is because of pack racing. Because otherwise, the field is like all like 55 car lengths apart, and there's somebody that's been in first for like the entire race.
You don't really have that
3
feeling
laps
of
where he's
racing,
pitting.
though. You know, it's just, you know what I mean?
I disagree.
It's confusing. I don't know. It is what it is.
But I don't think they should have restrictor plates.
Oh no, I don't know.
I think that the technology in modern stock cars is safe enough as to where stock cars can go 200 miles an hour and nobody's gonna die. But that's just my opinion. I think that the safety is advanced enough to this point where they can then bump the speed back up again, but that's not really, it's not really for me to say.
Yeah, I don't know. NASCAR's pissing me off a little bit right now, but they're making it better with the LGB coin sponsorship. They're finally allowing that.
I just hope it actually goes through and he actually
I'm pretty sure it
was
already
able to
did.
race it full time.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Okay,
it's
good.
for the next 2 years.
The next 2 years. Oh, that's nice.
It's a 2-year contract, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
Just the messenger.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Anyhow,
Cause
I think that was a good topic. I was really excited to talk about that because I'm
You
a
were.
big NASCAR fan, so this is really cool.
You absolutely were. So, have you ever been to Top Golf?
What is that? Is that those big, giant golf
Yeah, yeah. Did
places?
you ever pass by those fucking
Yeah, I
massive
don't know
nets on the
why.
highway?
I don't know why they
That's
have
Top
those. Is that
Golf.
what that is?
So it's a big like golf driving range, but it's like competitive. It's not just whack the ball. It's whack the ball into a certain area and compete with your friends. They
Gotcha.
also provide some pretty decent drinks and food. But me and well, first the company my dad works at went to Top Golf for the company party,
Mm-hmm.
the company Christmas party. That was the first thing. But then we went again on our own later on because we had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though I suck at golf, it is really fun to just whap a ball out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, we went there a few times. It's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's funny 'cause it's not really something that seems up my alley.
Yeah.
I don't really care for golf.
I'm not a
But I
golf
just don't
guy.
like organized golf.
I make fun
I
of
like-
people who play golf because I I hate it when people say baseball is boring because they clearly have never heard of golf. Golf
I have
is
legitimately said almost the exact same
I-
thing. I'm like,
I've
you
been
can't say
I've
baseball
been
is boring
saying that
if you
for
have
years, Dale, and I kid you not.
Yeah.
I hate it when people say baseball is boring because I know a few people who say baseball is boring and they play golf, and it's just
Right? See, now here's my argument. I say, if somebody tells me baseball is boring, and I go, it absolutely is. It's a boring sport. All sports are boring. Sports are boring. Having a team to root for is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's the competitive aspect, not necessarily the sport itself, although the sport itself might make it more appealing as opposed to others, just for personal preference. But rooting for a team is really what makes sports actually entertaining. Anyway, I love golf derivatives. Top golf, mini golf, table tennis. Why the fuck?
Table
did I say
tennis sounds
table
fun. I've never
tennis?
done it before.
Table tennis is really fun. I love ping pong.
Yeah.
I love bing bong.
I've never done it, but it sounds fun. Or it
No,
looks
I've
fun.
done it a few times. It's fun. I also love it on the Wii.
I'm an
But
extremely
frisbee
competitive
golf
person.
is fun.
Like, I don't
Mini
exaggerate
golf
when I
is
say
fun.
extremely. I mean, yeah, I truly am the most competitive person I am. Or I know. Really.
Yeah, the
I
most
can't-
competitive person I am. I would assume so.
Well, I mean, my brother like rage
But
quits when he
like
things
PGA
don't go
Tour
his
golf
way,
is
but
boring as shit, but everything else is fun.
I can't
yeah, I
stand
mean-
losing. It's that I can't stop winning.
I was like decently competitive too at it.
At what?
When I did
PGA
it.
Tour?
No, fuck no.
Wait, that's pro. Golf
Top
Tour.
golf.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say PGA. That's the pros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Yellowstone.
My new favorite TV show.
My favorite TV show.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
waiting for season 4 to come out on Peacock. I think it's supposed to happen in like March.
I
but I'll
watched-
probably catch it somewhere
I
else
watched
first.
it on Paramount Network on cable because I have cable and I'm cool. I also watched the first two episodes.
I just can't
I
be
also
bothered.
watched the first two episodes of 1883. Now, I don't think you want spoilers,
No, I do not.
so you're gonna have to close your ears for this one. So, what happened? No, I'm kidding.
What?
Anyhow, it's super
No.
good. I'll just say that right now. It is super good, and you're gonna love every second of it. You really are.
Wait,
There's a few shockers in there, but really, truly, it is amazing. It really is.
because I mean,
And
I'm
honestly, the
really
entire
hyped for
series-
season 4 too. 'cause-
The entire series is amazing. Honest to
'Cause-
God, they did so good on this. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
the ending for season 3, and I won't spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about. The ending for season 3 was fucking wild.
Yes, it was.
So I'm really interested to see how they deal
Dude,
with
the
that.
beginning of season
in
1
season 4.
or season 4. Okay, so here's the thing though. I
Probably
can't.
also very
I
fun.
missed the first like 2 minutes of season 4. The episode
that
1
should be
because
fine.
the way it recorded it was stupid. But I
That's
got
fine.
enough information to where I know what happened. But what was I saying? Yeah. It is so good, and the way it starts off is literally crazy. You're gonna love it. Every second of it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to watch it again.
Oh yeah.
Um, on a side note, along the same thing, well, for still talking about the TV show, but on a side note, Rip is hot. Let's just get that out of the way.
I mean, as a straight man myself, he's pretty fucking hot. and that's coming from a
Like, I
straight
mean, come
man.
on.
But
It's
yeah.
pretty agreeable.
But
not
let's
gonna
be
lie.
honest, Beth.
That is more. That's probably a personality thing.
Maybe
Though.
she's
I
just
mean,
got that
to
MILF
an
energy.
extent, so is Rip, but
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know what's getting into me there.
I mean, I like Casey too, but that one I don't hear the same acclaim for.
No, Rip is the hot one.
Oh, well, definitely, but Casey has his.
All right,
his
enough talk
aspects.
about men.
I also, my stepmom compared me, or was like, you know, who you remind me of Casey Dunn from Yellowstone. I was
Your
like, what?
stepmom reminded you of, or you reminded.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm not exactly sure how. I didn't ask to elaborate, but I should just mention that was brought up.
Cool. Thanks. Moving on.
But yeah, I want to get some Yellowstone merch.
I do too. Wrangler has a few.
What I probably am
out.
going to do is when I get a second gen Ram, I'm just gonna slap that Yellowstone Ranch sticker on the side, like what they have on their trucks.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna do that. So I'm probably gonna have to. So now I have to buy a black Ram, but
Yeah, and you gotta get the dually.
which is good because second gen dualies are minty. There was a scene where they used a second gen. There was in one of the throwback scenes involving Beth and Lawyer Man, Jamie.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
in a
yeah,
scene
yeah.
involving Beth and Jamie, they did use the second gen too.
Oh.
So
Yeah, things happen with Jamie.
it'll be canonical. Anyway, I just figured I'd point that out. But yeah, I do want to. I want to get a shirt. Wrangler did a like collection with Yellowstone. So
I
you get, like,
just said that. Yeah,
Yellowstone Wrangler
I
jacket.
saw the jacket and a few shirts. Yeah, it's
pretty cool.
Yes, it is. Certainly something.
That will
Yeah.
be. There should be a Yee Yellowstone collab, especially since the Yellowstone logo is very similar to the Yee logo.
In my mind,
Since
I'm
it's a
trying to
Y
figure out
with
what
kind of
they
a
would
circle.
do. I don't know.
Just combine the two Ys, I guess. Put it on a T-shirt. Put one Y on the
Uh.
front, put the other Y on the back. I don't know, something like that. I think that would be a cool collab.
Like the E's can be in the same font as well.
Yee, but in Yellowstone font.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yellowstone, but in Yee
As
font.
much as I
don't know.
like the two things, I just don't think they
I don't
match.
know how it would really work.
I don't think they match.
I think they do.
I think they're.
just don't
I
know
think
how they
they're.
would, like, really
I
work
think
it
they're
out.
fine being the separate things that they are.
That's fair. I'll just wear a Yellowstone hat and a Yee shirt. Call it a day.
Yeah, I might get a Yellowstone hat. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I was gonna get a. Apparently, I'm not sure if this is right. I found on Instagram there's actually a 4 6s ranch, and I'm pretty sure I think it's real. You know what I'm talking about? Or wait, oh, you're not in.
Not really.
Oh, that's a season 4 thing. Whoops.
That's fine.
Whoops. Yeah. Well, no,
I
he
just
gets
remembered.
sent
I
off
got
at the
a.
end of season 3, doesn't he? Jamie? Or Jimmy?
Jimmy. No, that didn't happen in season 3.
Oh, season 4 things. My bad. Anyhow. Whoops.
But yeah, in short, really looking forward to seeing season 4.
I'm ready
Also,
for season 5. Sorry, I'm ahead of you.
well,
I'm ready
that's
for
true,
season
but
5,
it's
and I'm
gonna be
ready
a
for
long
some
time.
more episodes of 1883, which
Never
is
mind,
really good as
Broadside,
well.
Christ.
All right, what else do we
I got
have? I don't.
I forgot to mention I got a Remington hat.
I was gonna
it's
get
actually
the
pretty
American
nice.
one.
The one that I showed you?
Is that the
Yeah,
one
that
that you
one is
got?
very cool. I didn't get this. No, I got one for Christmas that was different, but it's like the old Remington logo.
Ah.
You know, the full Remington.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
That's what I want.
typeface with
I want something
the
like
oval.
that, but I want to get new stuff. I don't like getting old stuff.
The oval that says, well, this is a new
Oh,
hat.
it's the
It wasn't a
oval
used
one.
hat.
Oh my God! Please send me a picture.
Yeah, the one that says America's oldest gun maker.
And tell me where I can get that.
I would venture a guess that they got it on Amazon. But, because, I mean, I got it for Christmas, so I don't really know. Let me take a picture of it, though, real quick.
Yeah, cause I I really want the old logo. I really like that old logo.
Only issue is, it's not it's an unstructured hat.
Oh nope, deal's off. Can't do that.
I hate unstructured hats.
I refuse
But I was
to
not
wear.
as upset about this as I thought it would be.
I refuse to wear.
Just take a look at the hat first before you.
I'm waiting.
Make some judgments here.
I'm waiting for.
I sent it.
There it is.
I just sent it.
It's good, but it has to be structured. I refuse to wear it.
Listen, I used to be the exact same way, but this hat changed me.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this is like the second result on Amazon. It's a $14
See,
hat.
but I'm gonna have to go on Amazon here.
It's also a semi-flat, which is nice.
Remington.
That's Browning. That's different.
Hats.
But oh yeah, speaking of that picture, I got a new phone. I got a Galaxy A71
Oh, yeah, it's like
5G, which I'd never heard of the A field, but apparently that's a thing. I just like it because A71 is not far from Z71, and that's Chevy.
Yep.
Chevy.
2 seconds.
Okay. It's only fair. I left for a brief moment. He leaves for a brief moment. Makes sense. Yeah, this Remington knife is pretty sweet. Just doesn't hold my Pit Vipers up very well if I have to take it off. Because I usually put my sunglasses on my hat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, but I'm very happy with the new phone, I will say. I was very, like, skeptical. I didn't really want a new phone.
Yeah. So what'd you get?
Once Samsung Galaxy A71.
I got a Motorola
I had never
Z4,
heard of that.
So.
Which sounds about equally as obscure.
Yeah. Well, no, probably more.
But it's a pretty good phone. It's last year's model. It's the battery lasts all fucking day.
Yeah.
Storage space is fantastic. I don't really care for the lack of physical home button, but at least the fingerprint sensor's in a good spot, so I don't really have to like fiddle with that way of thinking. Overall, I am very happy about it, despite my initial skepticism.
Yeah.
I think 5 years is about the most you can really have one phone.
Yeah, probably. Oh my God,
I
yeah.
had that phone for like 5 years.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, alright, what else we got here?
I think the last... Well, what else did you get for Christmas? You didn't finish that.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't remember. Couldn't remember anything.
Yeah, so I gave you some time to think.
I was distracted by Let's Get Brandon and...
That's fair.
Everything else that we talked about that I've already forgotten.
Right.
Yep.
So, I guess, to close it off, Ohio has an actual channel now.
Yes, please go check out Ohio Man Gaming. Got a lot of Hunter Call of the Wild stuff. Well, in terms of a lot, due to the fact that I've only started like 2 weeks ago. I have 12 videos out on Hunter Call of the Wild right now, and I'm gonna put this in a podcast folder. I'm not gonna put this in the Hunter Call of the Wild folder.
And this will be, as we mentioned at the beginning, this will be going up on that channel.
This will be also
of other
going
videos,
up on...
although this will be the first one with me in it.
Yep. This is
it
yeah,
also
this is
has
also my
faced
first
better
video with someone else
success.
in it, So yeah.
It's faced better success than my channel, so
Yeah, my channel is actually doing better than Dale's. So
yeah, which is kind of sad. So
if you
shout out
want,
to my
shout
channel.
out to Dale Wolfhard 14 there. Go check him out as well. He has
For those of you
longer
watching on his
videos
channel.
if you're into that. I know
do.
I am. I actually do enjoy longer videos.
I personally prefer like hour-long, like
because it
stream
kills time.
highlights or
It kills time. You gotta kill
it does.
time.
It kills time more
There you go.
effectively. That's why I love podcasts. That's why we make this.
But
podcast.
that's also the
I
reason
love...
why I'm behind on so many Demolition Ranch videos. Because I'm watching your videos. Now I can't watch Demo Ranch because I'm stuck watching your video.
Oh.
Sorry, Matt.
Aw.
You know, kind of can't watch your videos there because it's ill here.
Well,
but
to
anyhow,
be fair, it has
yeah.
prior to the last like 2 videos, it had been like 3 weeks, but you know.
I think I'm caught up on my Demo Ranch right now.
Probably.
Yeah, go check out.
So yeah, shout out to that channel.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on my channel.
Shout out to Ohio Man Gaming if you're on Dale's
successful.
channel, and shout out to Dale Wolfhard 14 if you're on my channel. And yeah.
And also that facilitated a name change on just about everything. He's now Ohio Man Gaming.
Yes. So in the last.
That is your Twitch name, correct?
So my Twitch name is now Ohio Man Gaming. So go check me out on the YouTube video you're watching right now. Twitch.tv/Ohio_Man_gaming. You know, you gotta get it right. Same profile.
Well, I'm actually not
pictures,
sure if the URL has changed.
Same.
For that, I'm pretty sure the URL is the same as it was before. To be honest.
No, I changed it.
I'll check.
Check it while you.
Or did you change the actual URL?
I changed everything.
Oh,
you have to. Yeah, I'm fancy like Applebee's on a date night.
I went to Applebee's not that long ago, and I was very unimpressed.
Whipped cream.
What the
top two?
Fuck?
2 straws.
That? Oh.
1 shot. Girl, I got you. Bougie like Natty. Styrofoam.
Bougie like Natty.
I think that's the worst.
Absolutely not. No, that sounds right, but bougie like Natty is not bougie. Natty Light is like kind of this weird combination of both frat boy and country boy beer.
I don't drink.
Neither do
I'm underage. Oh yeah, you didn't just describe it. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm correct, that's gonna do it. Just making sure.
Yes, it will. So thank you all for watching episode 15 of the podcast, our return after like 2 months.
2 months.
It's been a long
Welcome back
time.
Podcast. Again, this was our second Welcome Back podcast, I believe.
Yeah, we do that sometimes. But for the record, it's not like it was the last time. Our podcasts have been pretty good over the last few episodes. We just haven't really had a whole lot to talk about. We haven't been thinking about doing it.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love the just talking, you know?
And in the next podcast, actually, since we forgot to do it in this one, we're going to be ranking all of the podcasts.
Yes, episode 16, the ranking of the podcasts.
So I have
stay tuned and return to our next podcast, episode 16. We will be ranking podcasts. Hopefully Dale remembers that and puts that in his many memos.
Yeah, it's already in the
memo.
Go
check out Dale Wolfhard 14. Go check out Ohio Man Gaming.
Just started a new MLB series.
Yes, he did.
I saw that.
I saw AA and thought of like AA groups, like, you know, drunk therapy.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not quite like that.
That's what I thought, and I'm like,
yeah, check that out if you're interested in baseball, because that's, you know, a little bit interesting. Yeah. And also, I just uploaded a new game that I found called Backbone, which is a like kind of platformer story-based game.
If you're on Dale's channel, I got Hunter Call of the Wild, Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing, and All American Racing. SRX, NASCAR Heat 5. I know you've got a lot of NASCAR videos too, and I'm starting.
Yep, that's an inconsistently successful series on my channel.
It is very consistently good, and I'm surprised that my sprint car video actually got the most views out of all of my channel, which is kind of strange. It has like 50-some views.
And by the time this video comes out, there should also be a Battlefield 4 video on my channel.
Yes. And actually, Dale, do you want to do a NASCAR video after this? We haven't done NASCAR multiplayer yet.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Yeah, and y'all have a good one,
everybody.
Okay, I know. Don't have to steal my thunder.
That's what I'm saying. Have a good one, everybody. That's what I say in literally every video.
Thank you for watching, everyone. My name is Ohio Man. That's Dale Wolfhart, and we'll see you on the next one.
Fuck your life.